team. Damn it. Jo'lash olgan yarim soat ketib qoldi. Arzimas ekan qo'lga olishga qisqasi. Bugungi darsimizda yo'q. In today's lesson yo'q. Bugungi darsimizda yo'q. In today, come on man, how do we start? I don't know how do we start. In today's lesson we'll continue working on our IELTS reading course, and today we're going to look through the questions. What kind of questions are we gonna look through? I don't know. We're gonna look through the questions called matching headings, right? So what you have to do with matching headings? What is the best choice? Well, matching headings is finding the right information that suits the paragraph, meaning finding the overall idea of the paragraph, what the paragraph is trying to talk about, and overall meaning that is hidden behind the sentences in the paragraph. And what you have to do here is basically what you shouldn't do. Let's just start with what you shouldn't do. Well, look, you shouldn't read the list of headings, because let's just see, we have questions 14 to 20, meaning we have 7 questions probably, and we have 9 options. Sometimes, we are lucky in this part, because sometimes we will have 4 questions and 9 options, or 8 options, or 7 options, like double as much options, meaning that for each correct answer we have 1 incorrect answer. So it will make our work extremely hard to accomplish. So what you have to do is what you shouldn't do is, don't read the headings, because nimaga headinglarni o'qimasligimiz kerak? Headinglarni o'qimasligimiz sababi, birinchi navbatda headinglarni o'qiganimizda biz energiya ketkazamiz. Demak, bu qismda bizani omadimiz kelgan ikkitagina faqatgina keraksiz heading berilgan. Agar bizda 4 ta 5 ta keraksiz heading berilganda, agar o'qisak birinchi navbatda vaqtimizni ketkazamiz. Multiple choice haqida bu haqida gaplashgandik. Multiple choice savollarni ko'rishingiz kerak borib. When you just read these headings, you just waste your time. Number one, you just spend too much time to read these things, up to 2-3 minutes. Number two, you fill your brain with unnecessary information. Unnecessary information deganda o'sha keraksiz headinglardagi informatsiyani miyangizga kiritib qo'yish, o'sha narsalarni qidirishga harakat qilish, o'sha narsalarni topishga harakat qilish. Yo'q narsani topishga harakat qilish hisoblanadi. Shuning uchun ham o'qimas kerak. Uchinchi navbatda, o'qisangiz ham baribir esdan chiqib ketib qoladi. Pastga borganingizda baribir headingni nima o'qiganingiz umuman basically esdan chiqib ketib qoladi. Shuning uchun ham o'qimaslik kerak. Undan tashqari ikkinchi tip bu, tasavvur qiling, paragraph A da sizda 4 ta variant bor yoki 3 ta variant bor. 3tagacha variant olish yaxshiroq. Masalan, sizda 2, 7 and 9. Nima qilishingiz kerak? Masalan, ko'pchilik o'quvchilar olishadi-da, bu 2 bo'lsa kerak, 7 bo'lsa kerak, mayli, bilmadim, 9 ni ola qolaman deyishadi, lekin paragraph F yoki paragraph D lar bo'lib qoladi. Bu paragraflarni olib qo'yilgan o'sha allaqachon olib qo'yishganliklari sababli paragraph D da ham xato bo'ladi, paragraph A da ham xato bo'ladi. Qanaqa yaxshi, bizda bu qismda strategiya bor. Bu qismda yaxshi strategiyalardan biri bu. Xo'p, nima degani? Qanaqa strategiya yaxshi strategiya bo'ladi? I don't know. I'm just improvising. Okay. Yaxshi strategiyalardan biri bu, 3 tagacha variantni olish va keyinchalik, masalan, paragraph D, paragraph F bo'lganda o'sha anolarni olib chiqarib tashlash hisoblanadi. O'sha keraksiz narsalarni yoki muhimroq bo'lgan, masalan, paragraph bunga 3 ta variant olgan bo'lsangiz, paragraph D 9 bo'lib qolsa, to'xtayman, adashgan ekanman desa, 9 ni o'chirib tashlab, paragraph D ga 9 yozib qo'yishingiz ehtimoli kattaroq bo'ladi. Shuning uchun ham ko'proq option bo'lsa, optionlarning orasida confusion bo'layotgan bo'lsa, 2 tagacha, 3 tagacha optionlarni bemalol olishingiz mumkin bu qismda. Shuning uchun ham ularni olishni maslahat beraman. Demak, undan keyin esa, agar sizda aniq bo'lsa, masalan 9 ni olgan bo'lsangiz va 9 ni olganingiz aniq bo'lsa, uni o'chirib tashlashni maslahat beraman. Chunki ko'plab o'quvchilar bunaqa o'chirib tashlashmaydi-da, qarab oladi. Just seriously. You see? Davom etamiz. Endi o'tirib qoldim-da. Qarab olamiz. Normalni. Xo'p, nima deyotgandim? Bilmayman nima deyotganimni. Xo'p, 9 bo'lsa, masalan, tasavvur qiling, agar sizda aniq o'sha javob 9 bo'ladigan bo'lsa, o'sha javobni o'chirib tashlashingiz kerak bo'ladi. Chunki ko'plab o'quvchilar, masalan, bitta variantni olishadi-da, belgilashadi, A birda ishlashadi, oxirgi G ga borganda ham xuddi o'sha variantni belgilab qo'yishadi. Chunki qarashmaydi. O'sha A variant 2 da ishlatishgan, lekin yana bir marta ishlatishadi. O'sha uchun ham o'chirib qo'yishingiz kerak bo'ladi. Agar o'chirib qo'ysangiz, o'sha narsani ishlatganingizni bildiradi. Ikkinchi navbatda o'sha narsaga qarab o'tirmaysiz. O'shanda sizni vaqtlaringizni, sekundlaringizni hech bo'lmasa tejashga yordam beradi. Endi birgalikda o'zimizni asosiy strategiyamiz bo'lgan paragraflarni o'qigan holda o'sha paragraflarning ma'nosini topishni va o'sha paragraflarning ma'nosini match qilgan holda javoblarni topishni taxmin qilib ko'ramiz. Bu ham improvizatsiya. Mana birinchi marta bu testda ko'ramiz qanday nima bo'lar ekan. Qarab olishim kerak. Qarab olishim kerak. Mayli, hop ketdik. Okay. Well, this is about step pyramid of Djoser. Pyramids are the most famous monuments of ancient Egypt. Still hold enormous interest. Well, still, hozirgacha hold enormous interest for people in the present day. Okay. These grand impressive tributes to the memory of the Egyptian kings have become linked with our country, even though the older cultures such as the Chinese and Mayan also built pyramids. The evolution of the pyramids from form has been written, argued about for centuries. Argued qilingan ekan asrlar davomida. However, there's no question that, as far as Egypt is concerned, it began with one monument to one king designed by one brilliant architecture, the step pyramid of Djoser at Saqqara. So, I'm just paranoid now. O'zingiz ko'rganingizdek, bu haqida umuman piramidlar haqida introduction beribdi. Borib ko'rishimiz kerak endi. Xo'p, qanaqa ma'nolarimiz bor bizda? Xo'p, ko'ramiz. Endi o'qib bo'lganingizdan keyin, tushunib bo'lganingizdan keyin nima qilishingiz kerak? Har bittasini match qilib ketasiz. Xo'p, list of headings. 1. The areas and artifacts with the pyramid itself. No. 2. A difficult task for those involved. No. A king who saved his people. No. A single certainty among other less evident facts. I agree with that. It's 4. So answer is 4. I'm gonna explain it because buni o'qidimda, chunki hozir ko'rsaman nima uchun bu fakt javob bo'lganligini. Xo'p, o'zingiz ko'rganingizdek, siz mana the evolution of the pyramid form has been written and argued for centuries. Demak, muhokaza qilingan yillar, asrlar davomida. However, there's no question that umuman savol yo'q. Egipt bo'yicha birinchi monument o'sha odamga, o'sha tomonidan qurilganligi haqida bitta aniq fakt borligini ko'rishingiz mumkin va bunda o'rtacha javobimiz a single certainty among other less evident facts. Boshqa aniq bo'lmagan faktlar orasidagi bitta asosiy certainty, ya'ni aniqlik demak bo'lganligi uchun ham bu 14-savolimiz bu bo'ladi. 14-savolimiz nima bo'ladi? 4 bo'ladi. Demak, o'zingiz ko'rishingiz mumkin bu qismda javoblarimizni ma'lum bir qismda kelishi ko'pchilik vaziyatlarda gapi boshida, teksti boshida, passage boshida yoki passage oxirida kelish holatlari kuzatiladi. O'shanga e'tibor berishingiz kerak. Bu narsada ishlayotganingizda ko'pchilik vaziyatlarda bo'ladi, 90% vaziyatlarda yoki birinchi gap yoki oxirgi gap javob bo'ladi. Men bu qismda o'zingiz ko'rganingizdek oxirgi gap javob bo'lganligini ko'rishingiz mumkin, lekin risk qilmaslik maqsadida butun passageni, butun paragrafni butun paragrafni analiz qilib chiqishingiz va butun paragrafni o'qib o'rganib chiqishingiz kerak bo'ladi. Keyingisini o'qiymiz. Keyingi B paragrafimizda Djoser was the first king, of the third dynasty of Egypt, that the first to build in stone. Prior to Djoser's reign, tombs were rectangular monuments made of dried clay brick, which covered underground passages, where the deceased person was buried. For reasons which remain unclear, Djoser's main official, whose name was Imhotep, conceived of building a taller, more impressive tomb for his king by stacking stone slabs on top of another, progressively making them smaller to form the shape known as a step pyramid. Djoser is thought to have reigned for 19 years, but some historians and scholars attribute a much longer time for his rule, owing to the number and size of the monuments he built. Xo'p, ko'ramiz bu qismda Djoser o'zi haqida, Djosergacha bo'lgan tomlar haqida va bu Djoserdan keyin Imhotepni qurdirgan binosi haqida ketgan ekan. Xo'p, yana o'shanaqa analizga boshlaymiz. O'zingiz ko'rganingizdek, bu qismda analiz qilganimda har bitta qismda bu bo'ladimi yoki bu bo'ladimi yoki bu bo'ladimi minus qilib ketgan edim. Ko'pchilik o'quvchilar har bittasi uchun x yoki tichga qo'shadi, o'sha orqali ham topib olishlari mumkin. Masalan, areas and artifacts, no. Difficult task, no. King who saved, no. Chunki king bor, lekin saved yo'q. Tour ketdi. An overview of the external building and areas, no. A pyramid design that others copied, no. An area for changing the design of burial structure. Oh, idea for changing the design of burial structures. Maybe. An incredible experience despite few remains. Nope, we don't have it. The answer to some unexpected questions, no. Buni alishtirmaganmiz, shuning uchun ham bu no. Demak, taxminimcha bu javob 7 bo'lishi kerak, chunki burial structure'ni imhatep o'zgartirilganligi haqida ma'lumotlar berilgan edi, shuning uchun ham 7 qilib qolamiz hozircha. Xo'p. So the answer is going to be 15 in this imhatep guy here. For the reasons which remain clear, blah blah blah, conceived of building. Demak, I've thought about the building, so it's 15. We found the 15. Taxminimcha, o'ylaymanki, umid qilamanki, bu narsani tushundingiz yoki tushunmagan bo'lsangiz, yana bitta matching headingni olib, yana bitta analiz qilishimiz mumkin bo'ladi keyinchalik. Okay, C. A step pyramid has been thoroughly examined and investigated over the last century, and it's known, okay, thoroughly investigated over this last century, okay, it's known that the building process went through many different stages, okay. Historian the guy comments on this, writing much experimentation was involved, which is especially clear in the construction of the pyramid in the center of the complex, okay. It has several plans before it became the first step in the history, piling 6 levels on top of one another. Okay, the weight of the enormous mass was a challenge for the builders, who placed the stones at an inward incline in order to prevent the monument breaking up. Hop, qiyinchiliklar bo'lgan ekan, shunaqa qilishgan ekan. Hop, ko'ramiz. Hop, 1. Areas and artifacts within the pyramid. No, a difficult task for those involved. I agree with that, so I just say 2, because we have the reason for this. And the reason is this. Here, the weight of the enormous mass was challenge for the builders. And shu bizga keyword bo'ladi for the builders. Demak, o'zingiz ko'rayotganingizdek, ikkita savolimizga javobni savolni oxiridan topishga muvaffaq bo'ldik. Balki xatodir, bilmayman. Chunki charchadim. Yaxshi video chiqmaydi baribir. Mayli, ishlayveramiz. Xo'p, 16 gacha bo'ldik, 17 ni endi ishlashimiz kerak. Ko'ramiz 17 nima bo'lar ekan. Hop, ketamiz. Next, when finally completed, step pyramid rose 62 meters high and was the tallest structure of its time. Okay, the complex in which it was built was the size of a city in ancient Egypt and included a temple, courtyard, shrines, living quarters for the priests. It covered a region of the false doors and the trench were incorporated. Okay. Someone wished to enter, he or she would have needed to know in advance how to find the location of the true opening in the wall. Joseph was so proud of his accomplishment that he broke the tradition of having only his own name on the monument and had Imhotep's name carved on it. Respect. Good job, Imhotep. Hop, o'zingiz ko'rganingizdek, shunchalik yaxshi ko'ribdiki, Imhotepning nomini yozdirib qo'yishibdi, traditsiyani o'zgartirgan holda. Demak, 1. Areas and artifacts within the pyramid itself. Maybe, because artifactlarni ko'rdik, arealarni ko'rdik. The king who saved his people. Nope. Overview of the external buildings and areas. Maybe. So, areas and artifact ko'rmaganim uchun ham men bu demak javobni olganim ma'qulroq menga. Overview of the external buildings and areas will be my correct answer here. I will not explain you why. You just hopefully understand why. Ko'rdik, chunki external areani tushuntirib berishgan. 16 gektar, 10 metrlik devorlar, 13 ta eshik, shunaqa narsalar berishgan ekan. O'shuning uchun ham o'sha savolga javobni oldim. Keyingisi, the burial chamber of the tomb where king's body was laid to rest was dug beneath the base of the pyramid. surrounded by a vast maze of long tunnels, at whole room of them to discount robbers. Okay. One of the most mysterious discoveries found inside the pyramid was a large number of stone vessels. Okay. Vessels of various shapes were discovered in storms of the pyramids underground passage with continents of rulers from. Wow, I'm tired. Okay. Xo'p. Bo'ldi, tamom. Aniq bu. Artefaktlar, ichkaridagi artefaktlar. Ichkarida ishlatilgan artefaktlarni belgilayman. An area, an artifact within the pyramid itself. Chunki piramidani ichidagi vaziyatni tushuntirishyapti. Shuning uchun ham birini olamiz, birini o'chirib tashlaymiz. Xo'p, ketdik. Demak, F bilan G qoldi. F bilan G'ni o'qib tugatishim kerak bo'ladi bu qismda. Ketdik o'qiymiz. Unfortunately, all of the precautions and intricate design of the underground network didn't prevent ancient robbers from finding a way in. Joser's grave goods and even his body were stolen at some point in the past, and all archaeologists found, however, who claim the vessels were dumped into the shop. Oh, okay, hold on. Were stolen at some point in the past. Okay. Unfortunately, it was stolen, and they left even after robbery. There was something left to astonish everyone. So, incredible experience, astonish. Despite few remains, they stole everything, almost everything. So this will be my answer because of last word. Last sentence. There was enough left, few remaining throughout the pyramid and its complex. However, to astonish and amaze the archaeologists. That's why the answer is because of astonish and amaze. This Miroslav Werner writes. Hold on, please. Self-exaggeration. The world as a whole, okay, simply was a revolutionary advance in architecture, became the architect which all other great pyramids built would follow. Okay, bular follow qilishibdi. Demak, follow degan strukturani beramiz. Follow degani esimda bor edi. Xo'p, a pyramid design that others copied. Demak, 6 bo'ladi javobimiz. Bo'ldi. Demak, charchadim. Men analiz qilishga holim yo'q. Faqatgina javoblarni tekshiramiz va videoni tugatamiz. Ismi nima edi? Step pyramids of Djoser. Step pyramids of Djoser. Okay, I found, and the answers are. Come on. 4, 7, 2, 5, 1, 8, 6. That's it. I got all of them correct. And the reason why I did it is because I did a thorough analysis. O'zingiz ko'rganingizdek analizlar qildim. Hammasini yozib ketdim. Yozib ketishim kerak. Oxirgacha 16 dan keyin yozmay qo'ygan ekanman. 16 dan keyin 17 ni javobini qayerda topdim? 5 dedim. 5 external building. Bu qismda external buildingda berilgan edi. Temple, shrine, something else. Xo'p, demak bu 17. Internal point here 18. 19 qayerda? 19 bu oxirgi gapimiz. 20-chi esa ham oxirgi gapimiz. O'zingiz ko'rganingizdek, matching heading javoblarimizda asosiy javoblarimiz Xo'p, o'zingiz ko'rganingizdek, ko'pchilik javoblarimizda javoblarimiz matching headingda javoblarimiz asosan conclusionga kelganini ko'rishingiz mumkin. Masalan, asosan javoblarimiz men o'qib ko'rib chiqaman, chunki bu kamera burilib ketdi, surilib ketdi. 1, 2 3 ta 4 ta javobimizda 4 ta, masalan 8 tadan 4 ta javobimizda 7 tami? 7 tadan 4 ta javobimiz conclusionda chiqqan bo'lsa, oxirida 2 ta javobimiz gapni, masalan, tekstni boshida chiqdi. Masalan, o'zingiz ko'rganingizdek, 90% vaziyatda, oldin aytganimdek 90% vaziyatda javoblaringiz birinchi gap, chunki introductionda topic statement berishadi, masalan, topic sentence berishadi. Masalan, o'zingiz bilganingizdek, masalan, writing yozayotgan bo'lsangiz, o'sha masalan, tasvir yozayotgan bo'lsangiz, topic sentence'da birinchi gapingiz asosiy ma'lumotni berib qo'yadi yoki birinchi gapingiz asosiy ma'lumot bermagan bo'lsangiz, conclusionda, paragrafning oxirida asosiy ma'lumotni yana bir marta restate qilib, conclude qilib qo'yganingiz natijasida asosiy ma'lumotlar gapi tekst passage boshida yoki passage oxirida bo'ladi. Shuning uchun ham 7 dan 6tasi ikkitasi passage boshlaydi va 4tasi passage oxirida edi. O'sha orqali topganimni ko'rishingiz mumkin. Xo'p, bilaman video yaxshi chiqmadi. I'm sorry for that, and I hope you learned a little bit at least, and thank you for watching the video, and see you in the next lessons. That's it.